can we say, as we say that we live in the era of Industry 4.0, that on the television market, we have something called Television 4.0. The first was black and white, the second was colorful, the third was HD, and the 4.0 is the television we define completely different way, that is present in our smartphones, tablets, and of course traditional TV sets, but they are becoming quite rare.
Well, first of all, I really like the way you describe or you summarize the TV industry, because I really believe this is one of those industries that knows how to disrupt itself. It's fairly new, and there were so many disruptions in the history of television that we're kind of used to reinvent ourselves all the time. First of all, I wouldn't say that it's rare to have a TV set, because majority of the households do have TV sets, and actually the linear television viewing, although we like it or don't, is still on the rise. So let's take that myth away. I strongly believe in a so-called ecosystem. I believe that linear television, together with VOD, SVOD, AVOD, whatever forms, tablets, smartphones, is an ecosystem that will play together, that is starting to play together, and will actually influence itself to grow.
After 10 years of running a TV show in one of the biggest Polish televisions, I've heard the question, don't you feel a little bit like a dinosaur? Because this word is disappearing. So what's the direction of moving forward?
I believe that the basis and the ultimate value of content, of television, is actual story, it's emotion, it's engagement. This will not go away. People want to be moved, people want to be a part of it, people want to be really engaged, entertained, and people love brands. Technology is providing different ways and different means of interacting with the story, of interacting with this emotion. And this is where we have to take the advantage. This is an era of video. We all know that. We all watch video, no matter where we are. We watch it on telephones, we watch it on tablets. We want to see the video. So the great storytelling has a great opportunity in front of it.
So to take it step by step, we want human stories, we want brands that we know, and we look for emotions more than information?
I think that a lot is about engagement and emotion. I believe that brands are very important also because of the fragmentation of the world. There's so many different information that is bombarding us. There's so many stories. And we need brands that we trust to provide us with a certain curation, with a certain navigation system within this wealth of information that's happening there. But emotion and engagement is key. Being that sports, what drives sports? Emotion. The fact that I'm supporting something, yes? What drives great television? It's about the human connection, it's about the emotion.
As a CEO of such a reputable company, responsible for the whole region, but I'd like to ask about Poland. Is there something different, let's call it special, about the Polish society and Polish viewers among the others from the region?
So there's always a lot of similarities, but every country and every society, every culture is slightly different. And the way we approach that is that we kind of build on those similarities, but we want to add on top of that those special features that are just for that given region or the given country. And for instance, in Poland, we actually are a very big investor in the content, factual content for our channels. We produce over 200 hours of content in Poland, so that really makes us one of the top investors in factual content, because we want to add this local flavor. And some of those shows, like Scrappers, in Polish Złomowisko, are an absolute iconic shows for Poland.
So we are big fans of a tech content.
Well, actually, this is not tech. This is about real people, real stories.
I see the human story.
Yes, but with a takeout. Yes, with the real understanding of how the business is run, how we make it happen, and so on. So I feel that there are two connections. One is obviously a connection about facts, figures, and kind of takeout, but there needs to be also a strong passion and emotional connection.
Finally, here on Impact, we talk about future. Is there something you can now point and say, yes, this is the element of a traditional television, if we may call it so, that will disappear within the next 2 or 3 decades?
I think that's very, very hard to say, and I'm definitely not going to make this type of statements, because it's a little bit looking in a crystal ball what's going to happen. We were talking about cinemas disappearing. They didn't disappear. They actually are doing quite well. I rather believe in a new consumption pattern in terms of television and media, which is end, so more than less of.
the way of delivery television is the traditional way will disappear. Like for the traditional cinema, the removing company is Showmax and Netflix, because they remove the traditional cinema into my iPhone and my tablet. So maybe that's
But that's
the way.
different. I think that this is exactly what we just talked about. It's absolutely delivery and touch points will be different. It doesn't mean that some of them will completely disappear. I don't believe in that, but I do believe that for the media company and for program content producer as ourselves, it's critically important to actually be on every touch point and to have content which is delivered in the way that people want to consume on tablets, on smartphones and on television, because it's slightly different. It's not the same.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.